Catfishing usually is a straightforward affair. Well, let's keep it that way, save for one refinement in fundamental strategy. Let's add circle hooks to our day on the water.
There you go. Good job. Ah, we got a catfish. The main thing is to just let them pull the rod tip down and then reel to get the line tight, and then you can lift after that. And biggie is not, but we'll see what's here.
Catfish he is.
Into the boat. Whoa, there we go.
That's a good fat catfish, huh?
Well, you're used to fishing stream trout, but it's basically the same principle. And the 7228 circle hook did its job. The hook is right in the corner of the mouth there. There's the circle. That's my favorite all-around circle. And makes the fish perfectly releasable. But I want to show you one thing that I've learned over the years with the circles, and that is you've got to go with the smallest one that you can get away with. The reason being that a lot of times if you use one that's too big, which will actually hook them real good, but you'll get them in the eye.
Right.
So smallest circle you can get away with, we're going to get a lot bigger fish than that.
That wasn't a bad one. Let's try for another one, Doug.
Give me your hook and I'll bait up here. Again, when you're talking circle hooks, the circle design is the curve like this. This is actually what they call an octopus circle. And then the hook point comes back at almost at 90 degrees, right back towards the shank. That's the circle design. This is kind of a hybrid design, and that's why I would recommend this as a hook for most people to start with. I don't care if you're fishing trout or smallmouth bass or anything with live bait. This is a great hook to start. It's a great hooker, and with the circle hooks, you know, it's real important to drop that rod tip, let the line come tight, start reeling, and then lift. You're not hook setting like you would regularly be doing with a J hook. But this hook is very forgiving in that regard, so it's a great hook to use. It's a great all-around hook. There you go, pull hard, get him, you got him, you got him, perfectly done. Still there?
Yep.
Oh yeah. There he is. A little better. That's about the average fish that we get here.
Yeah, that's much better.
Get him up over here.
That's a good fish. That's much better.
That's a nice fish, man.
Yeah.
The 7228 did the job perfectly there, right in the corner of the mouth. But that also begins to show you if you go too big with the circle, you get them in the eye.
You bet.
So, and that's what we're using the circles for. Not only is it an efficient way to catch fish, but there's also the conservation measure, because you typically can, because you never hook fish deep, you can always release them.
That's one of our best-selling circle hooks, the 7228, right in the corner of the mouth, and that's the reason why right there.
There. And that is a nicer average fish, about 3 pounds right there. That's what we're typically catching here. Okay, I have a seat here because I want to show, you know, this is the really classic hook to start off with, but there's 3 other circles that I like a lot, and we want to get those out. So here you've got, you know, really a great one to start out with, all-purpose hook, small mouths, large mouths with shiners and that kind of thing, trout, and everything that swims, giant stripers. And the other thing is that these come in such a variety of sizes.
You bet, yeah. We go all the way up to about a 9 or a 10 aught and down to like a size 14. It's got the up eye on the 7228, which is you've got there, you got a snell knot on there, so it's very versatile.
Absolutely. Now when you need a little bit beefier design, I go with the 7702. And you can see it's a little bit thicker, it's got a little bit more metal in it.
You bet. And
it's pretty much the same design, but it's got a little tighter bend, or the bend is a little tighter here, and you've got a little less gap. So big catfish, although this one in the 9-aught range works great with big catfish too, but this is going to be a sturdier hook. So you got the really all-around design that I recommend, the 7228, a little bit heavier design with the 702, and then a really light design in the 787. 3 classic designs from Eagle Claw.
You know, we've seen a great example of why the L7228 is one of our best-selling hooks. We've been catfishing here all day, getting them all right in the corner of the mouth. Circle hook is absolutely phenomenal. It's great for beginner catfishermen like me. I think you'll love it too.
All right, we're going to go to the 702 right now. It's that heavier design I was talking about, and I want to show everybody one trick. Okay, on the last hook we had a snell, but it was a snell design. With this 702 and any hook like this with a straight shank and just a round eye at the end, the best thing that you can do is slide that line through that hook eye and then do a snell on the shank of the hook. And that will increase your hooking percentage by, I don't know, I'm guessing 25%. So there's what we're going to go to now, the heavier design. And that would be something I'd fish in heavier cover like we're going to be fishing right here.